Okay. Here we go. Okay, welcome back everyone, and welcome to another stream of Avowed. We're jumping right back where we left off last time. Finishing off the story of Area 2. Finished off basically everything else in Area 2. So let's see where the story goes. Last time we cleared out the rest of the little side areas. So now we can focus on the story. Oblivion did come out, so that's something we have to jump into once we're done with this. As well as... what's it called? Expedition of 33 or something like this, right? Man, so many RPGs coming out lately. And especially Oblivion is gonna be huge. Not sure if we're gonna finish that on stream. That would take like a year or so. But like forever at least. Anyways. As always, thank you everyone for joining. Hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. If you do, hit that follow on Twitch, hit that sub on YouTube. Every little bit helps and much appreciated. We are jumping right back in where we left off last time. Let's go.
How can you ignore what's right in front of you? The Dream Scourge is here, in the soil, and it's killing us. Oh my goodness. Are you a godlike?
Sure am. Sorry to interrupt. I'm also looking into the Dream Scourge. D-Slayer at your service. Never mind that. Let's go with that first one.
In that case, you're right on time.
Maybe you can talk some sense into our governor. Put the fear of the gods in him.
Tempers are high, but I don't see any assassins. Yet.
Excuse me, but unless you have official business, I'll thank you not to involve yourself in our private discussion.
I do have official business though. I'm an Endurian envoy. Is that official enough? Yeah, let's go with that.
Very well. I hope you remember that behind these walls,
Let's put
your
some pressure.
influence has limits.
I'm sure he didn't come all this way just to challenge your authority. As you can see, I was just proving a point to our esteemed governor.
A cart
Sure.
full of spoiled vegetables. You call that a point?
Ha! Emerald Stair used to be a lush garden for miles around, and now I don't even recognize it. First came the invasive
Really?
species, roots and mycelium growing overnight, as though nature itself had gone mad. The Dream Scourge has twisted our lands, our wildlife, and now our farms.
I mean, I guess it's still pretty lush. It's a lot of undead, but it's still pretty lush, I guess. That's why I'm here. Perhaps an animancer can help me stop it. The deeper I go into the living lands, the worse this gets. Let's go first one.
Then there's no time to waste arguing with bureaucrats.
I like her already.
I believe that we can restore the land, bring
Sure.
back its soul and its sanity, cut off the Dream Scourge at the root. Our governor would rather ignore the problem. He doesn't trust animancy as his father did.
In Scholar, I thought animancers leapt at bold experiments. But you do. What would it take for you to fix this? It's difficult to ignore dying farms once you start starving. Let's go with the first one.
They do. And that's the kind of reckless behavior I'm trying to avoid.
Reckless is all we have time for. Before we can deal with the Dream Scourge, we first need to understand it. Unfortunately,
Sure, that
all
makes sense.
experiments have to go through him.
Once again, bureaucracy stands in the way of getting things done.
I'm just trying to stop Chiata from hurting herself. Animancy is dangerous when you're shooting in the dark.
What's the worst that could happen? He's the one taking all the risk here. Nah, let's go with the first one.
Are you going to tell him about your family's basement? Or should I?
How dare you use that against me?
I know it was an accident. But look what it cost you. We can't let it happen again.
While we
What's
argue
with your
among
basement?
ourselves, the Dream Scourge is tearing the living lands apart. Tearing
That's
our
true.
people apart.
if we worked together, I wouldn't stand between you and your ambitions. Maybe we can solve the Dream Scourge rationally. Let cooler heads prevail. The gamma's down. Let's go first one.
Really? Unexpected from an Adiran. But how could I refuse an offer like that? Well, Governor, looks like I'm taking some time away from my duties. I'll trouble you no more.
Your request is denied, Chatta.
I wasn't asking.
Your responsibilities are to the settlement. Turning away from them sets a precedent that I cannot allow.
Everything I have proposed has been for Fior, and you still refuse to cooperate. Under the circumstances, I don't have much of a choice.
Then neither do I. Giatta Castel, from this day forth, you are banished from Fior Messiverno.
Whoa.
Damn, that's
Banishing her for that?
quick.
What?
Ignacy, we can't lose our brightest animancer in the middle of a crisis.
Your pupil has gone too far, Quilici. Take her and leave. You're still a guest in my town, but to us, Giatta is an outcast.
Let's go. You're making a mistake.
Perhaps. But I can't just let her continue to poison the minds of my animancers.
They aren't your animancers. Your father understood that.
Don't bother, old man. He isn't his father. I've done all I can for Fior Messiverno. But you haven't even tried. Now limp back to your giant house like a good dog. We should talk somewhere private. Meet me at my house due west by the workshop.
Sure.
I'll find us another bedroom.
Okay, I want to go check this house out too. Haven't been in here yet. Ooh. Don't mind if I do. I grab all the food.
By tradition, the governor's manor is open to the public.
Okay, that's nice. Even his bedroom, I guess. By tradition, even his bedroom is open to the public. Found the bedroom key. I mean, I'm already in the bedroom. Ooh. A new breastplate. Damage reduction, plus 1 additional damage reduction. Move speed. I guess that's not bad. It's not great either, though. I'm gonna stick with the one I have. Oh my god, I'm overweight now. I'm overweight again. At some point I have to sell all the garbage from my inventory or from my stash again. Let's see, this is where he went. Grab all the lore. gonna read all of that. So much lore here.
I'm sorry you had to witness that spectacle. Giatta is a spirited animancer, but she can be intolerable at times.
Okay.
Whatever you may think of us, I welcome you to Fior Messiverno.
Really don't believe this crisis is as bad as it looks.
I believe the nature of the living lands is unpredictable, and animancy is our best chance at getting it under control. But what Giatta wishes to do is more dangerous by far than what she's trying to solve. Quilici wants us panicking over what he can't even prove. If there's a threat to Emerald Stair, it's that old man and his fear-mongering. Don't waste your time on him.
Do you mind if I work with Giada?
Be my guest. Take her away from here. As far as I'm concerned, she's your responsibility.
This Nimdude wouldn't see a Balrog coming if it did a little dance right in front of him.
Nice.
If there's nothing more, I have a city to run.
I found your father. His body's in a cave by the riverside.
You what? It's been
Currently,
so
I
long
did.
since I gave up hope. In his final days, he was fond of going out into the wilderness, and increasingly less fond of returning.
Okay.
Mother seemed to understand, but I never did.
He stayed in the living lands for you and trusted you to rule this place.
That was father. When he looked at you, he saw your potential, everything you could be, and none of the flaws.
Okay.
Maybe I'll visit him one day.
Sure.
When I find my courage. At least now I can. You could have left me wondering, but you didn't. Thank you, Godlike.
No
From
worries.
the bottom of my heart.
You need a unique item would have been nice.
Try not to involve yourself in our affairs.
I rooted out a camp of steel growth paladins hidden in the wilderness.
The Steel Garrote? Here? Well, well. Apparently nature is not the only foe in Emerald Stair. Worse, my rangers turned a blind eye to it. It's
Sure did.
curiosity. Why am I hearing this from the Adiran envoy? Don't you and the Steel Garrote share the same master?
I'm my own master. I serve the Emperor. They serve a god.
I'm glad you recognize the difference. Take this with my gratitude. And let us pray this is the last we've seen of the Steel Garrote.
Ranger Dorso was spying for the steel growth.
What a disgrace. Among other things, the Steel Garrote persecute animancers. They love nothing more than to unravel everything we've built here. Tell me, what's your interest in this matter?
Captain Asiano asked me to investigate. Just thought you should know.
If she convinced an Adiran envoy to unmask an Adiran spy, clearly I'm not paying her enough. I appreciate the warning. If more Adirans were like you, maybe we wouldn't have to worry about the Steel Garrote.
Don't worry about it. Farewell for now. Currently I need to go to the camp. Bathroom key, bedroom. Wait, this is the bedroom? Would have taken 3 lockpicks, so that's nice. Letter to my son. Ooh. So this is his father's bedroom,
I've got a
huh?
powerful feeling we weren't supposed to see this.
Found my Maxim. At least it's finally at peace.
I see. That's where his mother sleeps. Okay, some lore. Hoping for some equipment or something. Yeah, whatever. And this should be in the cellar, right? Oh no, it's in her house. I guess we go in her cellar afterwards.
That did not go as I had planned.
What did you think would happen when you confronted him so?
I'm sorry you had to see that. What an asshole.
Giata.
Don't worry
some
about it.
manners, if you please.
I thought she was being polite.
We're on the verge of extinction, but our governor is too busy protecting his fragile ego.
He must have his reasons. He's focusing on the wrong problems. That's for certain. Must have his reasons.
I can think of one. He's an entitled little worm who can't stand to be proven wrong.
Jesus.
You did challenge
Chill,
his
lady.
authority.
I know, but... curses. Without Fior Messiverno, I'm hardly even an animancer. My tools, the workshop, all gone.
You're stuck to your principles. That's what matters. Can we still fight the Dream Scourge?
We'll have fewer resources to work with, but anything's possible. At least now I'm free to study whatever I want, on my terms. The Dream Scourge has been a thorn in my side for too long.
How so?
I have plans for this island, and they don't involve the Dream Scourge. But that's a story for another day.
Okay.
Your parents would be proud to see such tenacity.
Anyway, listen to us babble. Let's talk about you. I never expected to see an Nadiran envoy here. You've got a lot of guts showing your face in a town full of animancers.
I've worked with animancers before, from a safe distance. Well, I'm looking forward to working with you. Let's go with the second one.
Likewise.
That one
They
is better.
should be educational for us both. Our first order of business is the Dream Scourge, but I'm also curious about you. There aren't many godlike left these days.
You think there might be a connection? As people keep reminding me. Go with the
Wouldn't
first one.
that be a coincidence? I only bring it up because Anamancy might offer us some insight into your nature. Keep an open mind.
Sure.
While I pack up my belongings, you can help me by...
Helping you pack? Are you alright?
I just realized this is the end. I have to leave your Messiverno. Forever.
Take all the time you need to think it over. Nothing ends. Think of it as a new beginning with new friends.
Some people don't find out who they really are until they leave home.
You'll be alright. My advice, find a good tavern and learn how to prepare squirrel over an open flame.
Nice.
Maybe if I focus on what I have gained, I can
Most
learn to
important
accept everything
skill
I've
is to
lost.
prepare a squirrel
When it
over
comes
an
to the
open
Dream
flame.
Scourge, we haven't been allowed to acknowledge the problem, much less act on a solution.
Sure.
Today, that changes. I need help from the animancers around town, but as you can see, I'm an outcast.
So it's a professional consultation we are after. I can handle that.
Glad to hear it. Your education should come in handy. Monto Pastor is in the workshop due west. He's got an invention that can help us.
Sure.
Elia Rossell is an authority on the undead. Her methods are controversial, but useful. She lives in a cottage southeast of town. And then there's Yvette and Remy, our philosophers. You'll find them at the docks, southeast of Fior.
Sure.
Each of them owes me a favor. Drop my name, and they'll tell you what they know about the Dream Scourge.
Sounds like I have my work cut out for me.
We're about to make history. But first, research.
Sure.
Guessing she's not much of a hunter. Might want to get extra rations next time we go shopping.
Godlike.
Okay. Let's see. None of them seems to be in town. One is down here, one is down here, so these are very close together. Where's the last one? Where's the last one? It's the last one in town. Oh yeah, up there. Right next to us.
Like Imperial Envoy, Research Assistant. Who knew?
Ah, I remember this.
Oh, I heard there was a new arrival, but I didn't expect a godlike. Welcome to our
That's kind of rude.
workshop.
And Chieta and I are investigating the Dream Scourge.
Giada, what a loss. I owe that young woman more than I could ever repay. Unfortunately, I cannot do a lick of research while my equipment is underpowered and overworked.
Okay. Maybe I can help if you fix it.
A novel idea, that. What I need is a stronger power source.
A battery of grimoires.
Grimoires can hold intense power, but not for long. Besides, grimoires require a wizard to draw in essence. It's too dangerous at this scale. Oh, wait. One of our rangers reported that an Adragon recently died in a western grove.
Okay. At the risk of stating the obvious, we're standing in front of a massive Adra pillar.
Indeed, but that well is almost dry. I need more. An Adragon's heart can hold an immense amount of essence.
Adragon, huh?
The grove is to the west, across the chasm. You can't miss it.
Sure.
The rangers say a Delamgon queen holds court there. You may be able to retrieve it without violence, but most Delamgon in these parts are hostile to keep.
Well,
So you
we've
can
already
understand
done
why
the
all of us
violence.
went rushing over there to find it when we heard the Adragon had died. Still, Delamgon queens can be reasoned with, so if you want to get the heart peacefully, try not to kill her guards.
Good news, I already went there and found what we are looking for.
Well, aren't you full of surprises?
Well, that peaceful mission went south. There we go.
For an Adiran, you're very resourceful, and a more than capable companion for poor Giada.
Don't worry about it. I got your machine running. Now tell me about the Dream Scourge.
With any luck, I can tell you a great deal. Now that I've got the heart, my thirsty invention will drink deeply of its essence. All that's left to do is calibrate it. First
Sure.
things first. Let's have a look at your soul. I'm going to
Hey,
ask
what?
some questions to induce a metaphysical quiver. No, not to worry, just testing your reflexes.
What?
Let's start with an easy one. You wake up on a beach, looking up into the sun. Your hands are covered in blood.
I'm kind of authority and figure out what happens. I wash my hands in the sea and leave. I continue looking at the sun. Well, that's stupid. What kind of question is that? Well, as an envoy, am I not the authority? Shouldn't I, like, investigate? Why is that not an option? I guess figure out what happens. It is investigate. I guess this one is the best answer.
All right. Let's try some word association. Tell me the first thing that comes to mind. Pendulum.
What? Clock, of course.
Chrysalis.
None of these? I guess transformation makes the most sense.
A spark ignites a flame. An idea ignites a war.
Okay.
Hello? You still with me?
I think my soul is particularly sensitive to your examination. And fine, let's continue. Pretty sure I felt that metaphysical quiver we were talking about. Let's go with the first one.
In that case, let's stop it before I do any lasting damage. Hey, let's go over your results.
Sure.
Your soul is like a piece of sea glass. All the edges are smoothed down. Quite beautiful, really. Your godlike nature is a marvel to behold.
If you say so. Anything else?
What I see is something entangled about your soul. An outside presence that both is and isn't a part of you.
Yeah, I've been talking to that presence.
Dark and rather tricky to pin down. Very interesting.
I need to track, need to trace it back to the source. What is it doing to me? I need to track it back to the source.
That would be closer to Giata's area of expertise. I'm sure she'd love to give you a look.
Sure.
Fascinating. Thank you for getting my machine calibrated again. But you came for Giata's theory of the Dream Scourge.
Exactly.
Between the two of us, she's on to something. Our farms are in great peril. The essence has been drained from the land. Diverted, like the flow of a river.
The essence has to go somewhere.
Exactly. And if I know essence, it can't have gone too far. All I can tell you is keep looking. You'll find what you're after.
Sure.
As much as I hate giving people bad news, that's all I have. Please give Giata my fondest regards.
Keep looking, huh? I'm getting a bad feeling about what we'll find.
I'll be honest. He lost me when he started talking about souls. What did I miss?
Okay. Let's talk to the other two. I guess this one is the closest one. Two more people to talk to, and then we go back to Giada. Lot of story today. Well. There they are.
Hear that Giata was sent into exile. Remy, look what I found. A genuine godlike.
Do you think they
Well,
can hear
I
us?
found you, not the other way around.
Hello, me, Yvette. You friend?
Jesus Christ, lady. You do realize that I understand you perfectly.
Remy, take a note. Fluent speech and upright posture. Show
Jesus
marks
Christ,
of
that's so
sophistication.
insensitive. Jesus.
Endangered godlike. We heard that
What a
Giada
bitch.
partnered up with an outsider, but I had no idea you were a godlike. Fascinating.
Giada wants to learn about the Dream Scourge.
I suppose we owe her a favor. Or two.
Giata must have sent you to be our test subject.
Nope.
She knows how we adore your kind. Satisfy our curiosity and we'll give you everything Giata needs to finish her research. Deal?
Here, let's get this over with.
Let's begin the examination. If you could choose, who or what would you be in your next life? Next
What?
time you go around the wheel, you might not get so lucky.
Like to come back as a godlike. Oh, wouldn't mind blending into the crowd for a change. I don't know. I guess I'd like to be some kind of mushroom. Lucky. You think I'm lucky? This is what you wanted to know? I guess a godlike wouldn't be as bad.
Who wouldn't? My turn. Some would call you blessed. Others would call you cursed. The fact remains, You were touched by the gods. Wouldn't you say that you owe something to the rest of us?
But trying to help people whenever I can. Wasn't born to be your savior, that's for sure. Excuse me. I guess I'm gonna go with the first one.
You believe we need your help.
I don't believe that. That's not what I said, lady.
I thought of another. We
I
all
said
know that godlike can't
if someone needs
reproduce.
help, I'm gonna
How
help.
do you plan on leaving a legacy after you're gone?
Hopefully people remember me in the ways I've touched their lives. There are many ways to leave a legacy, and mine are none of your business. These are the worst questions I've ever heard. Godlikes cannot reproduce. That explains a few things. Let's go with that.
Well, there's no reason to be rude. I think that covers everything. Thank you for that brilliant insight, godlike. You're a credit to your dwindling kind.
So,
Man,
Giada
and these
wants to know all
guys
about
just
the Dream Scourge, yes? Such has been her research.
a pain in my ass.
Do you want the good news or the bad news?
And some good news, please, for the love of the gods. Just give me the bad news. I want the two of you to stop practicing animancy forever. Some good news, please.
The Dream Scourge is proof that an unprecedented metaphysical disaster can take place at any time.
Oh, that's
How's that
a
good
lot off
news?
my mind. Sure beats not constantly worrying about the future.
How's that good news?
Giada will be interested to learn that the Dream Scourge cannot just be studied in a lab. Its nature is wild, so it has to be studied in the wild. Our machines and experiments would meddle with it too much.
And like anything affecting the soul, it must be connected to essence. Thus, if she wishes to discover more about the Dream Scourge, a Pillar of Adra would be a good place to start.
Okay. Of course. We may be able to learn about the Dream Scourge through the essence contained in Adra.
Precisely. A godlike and a scholar too. Incredible.
Indeed. Just as Adra channels essence, so too may it provide a key to discovering more about the Dream Scourge.
Not that we'd ever be interested in such research, of course. How droll.
One more question. What do you do about the entity tethered to... What do you do about the entity tethered to my soul?
An entity, you say? If this entity is your patron, that's all perfectly natural. But if it's something else, with enough essence and a capable animancer, perhaps you could trace this tether back to its source.
Okay.
Right, and with a little fresh soccer, you can follow an ogre back to its lair. Still wouldn't recommend it.
Just be careful that your tether doesn't snap back and kill you in the process.
Now that we've researched the mind of a godlike, the next step is anatomy. But we've taken enough of your time. Farewell.
Sure.
Hurry, before they change their minds.
Yeah, let's get out of
Might
here.
have dozed off there for a bit.
Take the direct route. Ah, it's her again.
My farmhands are very affectionate. Feel free to pet them if you like.
Sure. Shada wants your opinion on the Dream Scourge.
Giada Castel wants my professional opinion. What an honor. I have a few theories, but no firm conclusions. I have to ask, is it true? Did Vidaro kick her out of town?
I'm afraid he did.
He's a bigger fool than I thought. Very well. I'll tell you what I know about the Dream Scourge. But first, I need some help around the farm. I'm
Of
up
course
to my
you do.
ears in chores around here, and the Revenants can only do so much.
Sure.
They can't do complicated tasks, you see. Anyway,
What do you
I'm
need?
afraid the time has come to put down poor Silvo.
If you're talking about the Revenant in the barn, I dealt with him.
You did? That was quick. Poor Silvo. He was a bright young revenant.
Yeah, I dealt with
but a
him the
very
first thing
old
we
man.
came here for.
Thank you
Right
for
away.
giving him peace.
He promised me some answers.
So, the Dream Scourge. I've been keeping an eye on the readings from my fields. This plague, as we know it, is a recent development. But I believe whatever causes it is older by far. Maybe even as old as the living lands. The exotic plants and animals, the twisted landscape, the Dream Scourge. They have a common ancestor.
Okay.
There's something about the essence in the living lands that's different from anywhere else I've seen.
You haven't shared these findings with anyone?
And end up like Giata. No thank you. The corpses, they need me. Not to get too superstitious,
The corpses
but
need her.
in these troubled times, the arrival of a godlike is no
course they do.
coincidence. You are meant to be here. Toward what end, only you can say.
Fascinating. I'm sure Giada will be interested to hear this. I'm a bit skeptical, but thank you for your insight. Go first one.
Well, I'm happy to give her some good news for a change. You and Giata are going to shake things up. As for me, I'll be keeping a close eye on my flock.
Sure.
Oh, and thank you for the nightmare.
Ooh, almost 14.
I really have been sleeping entirely too well lately.
I've done everything in here, right? I forget. Yeah, we've done everything. Okay, back to town, I guess. I guess this is the closest teleporter.
I have been thinking about the
Food.
Not this again.
There is no Adra on Bilafa.
Okay, let's go.
Are you as excited to get started as I am?
Sure am.
Because I'm very excited.
I've met with all of the animances.
Good timing. I'm about ready to get started.
Sure.
So, did you learn anything of particular interest?
You're right about the Dream Scourge. It's older and stranger than we thought.
That's the fun part of metaphysics. Everything is strange, but nothing is new. Look at us. Barely even started. And already we're making progress. Monto's machine is working, Elia will keep an eye on her revenants, and Yvette and Remy are providing us an alibi.
Okay. Run that by me again. I should have known you had an ulterior motive.
And every bit of it was critical to our research. I needed those animancers for more than their expertise. Monto's invention nullifies spiritual interference. Having it up and running means we won't get any false signals.
Okay.
Whenever I tap into an Adra pillar, Elia's farmhands tend to get a little bitey. Thanks to you, they won't be a problem. And then there's Yvette and Remy, the governor's eyes and ears. In exchange for privacy, I gave them a test subject.
Of course you did.
That a good day's work.
Impressive. What's next? Sounds like you've covered every detail and contingency imaginable. The expertise was helpful as well. Let's go with that.
Animancy takes a lot of preparation. You might only have one chance to run through an experiment. Now we just need the right equipment for the job. When my parents died, they left me their life's work. An invention like no other.
Okay.
The phantasmal focus.
Where's that? I'm guessing you want to study the Dream Scourge by filtering out local interference.
Exactly. There are many ways of going about it, but my mother's invention will get us quick results. The problem is it's in the basement. I haven't gone down there since the accident.
Ah, finally.
Since they died.
We get to go to the
I can't
basement.
blame you for avoiding a place like that.
I would get it myself, but I'm not ready to face what's down there.
Don't worry. I'll run down and grab it for you.
The door to the basement is just outside, around the corner.
Yeah, that's why we couldn't get to the
Of course
basement
you'll
yet.
need a key. Please excuse the mess.
14, let's go.
That's where my parents died. I'm glad we can spare her from having to go back.
Okay, another ability point. One more level and we've finally unlocked the 15 section. Then we can unlock the bear. Let's see. I could upgrade this. I do want to upgrade these at some point too. I don't have any companion points. Yeah, I think I'm upgrading this to rank 2. This needs one more point to be upgraded again. Another 10% damage increase. Man, we're leveling slower than I expected. Get mine up to 10.
Okay, walking into the basement of an animancer I just met. Right, feels great.
Don't worry about it.
Something's not right here. Stay ready.
Even from the blood
Lore.
grows here.
Found the will. Found the second will. More lore. Just gonna grab that and put that into my pocket. Where are Mom and Dad at? I know they are here. And I know they are gonna attack me. There they are. They're gonna attack me once I pick that up, aren't they?
I feel pretty certain that those people aren't supposed to be plants.
What a horrific fate.
Yeah, they aren't plants yet.
A life of peace.
Phantasmal focus.
Gods. We can leave now, right?
Poor Giada. To think she's been living with this right under her nose.
I mean, it doesn't seem too crazy. They didn't even come alive. I mean, it's kind of pretty.
I don't. Anyone know what happened back there?
I think those were Giada's parents.
Yeah, obviously.
Left of them.
So they're dead?
Or something
Yeah.
like that.
Gods. I can't believe this.
Well, obviously, they were going to be dead.
You're back. You found it. You actually found my inheritance.
I expected something
Did you
like that to
see
be down there.
My mother and father? Are they still there?
Jetta, you might have warned me. I saw them. The plant corpses were pretty hard to miss. Good God. Where else would they be? Whatever I saw down there is your business. You don't need to discuss it. None of these are ideal. Calling them corpses is a little bit macabre, but I guess so.
I'm sorry. For what it's worth, I don't think you were in any danger. All that's really down there is an unhappy memory. One that keeps on growing.
Do you want to talk about it? Regardless, they deserve a proper burial. I don't mean to pry. We can talk more later, if that would be better. Let's go with that.
Quilici thought so too. Even Ignacy offered to lend a hand. But I forbade it.
Okay.
My mother had an idea about how to use the essence of the living lands. And it destroyed her. My father. Our family.
People are too quick to risk everything for an ideal. I'm sorry it didn't work out for your family.
So I swore an oath. No one could enter the lab until I understood what happened.
Okay. Until today, so you know what happened? You isolated yourself in grief. Let's go with the first
I'm
one.
on the right track to figuring it out, which is almost as good. Enough about me. Let's worry about you for a change.
Sure.
With the phantasmal focus, I can finally tap directly into the essence of the living lands. I can also use it to smack around anyone who gets in our way.
Good thinking.
The only thing we're missing now is an Adra pillar. And I know the perfect one. Naku Tedek, the old godless ruin west of Eora.
Yeah, I've been there.
There should be some equipment waiting for us.
Let's be off.
Before we head out, let's make the most of our time in Eora. No telling how long we'll be gone. I almost forgot. Someone gave me a letter for you.
Sealed
He
note.
said it was for the envoy's eyes alone.
You read it, didn't you? Do me a favor and keep this between us. Both of these imply that she read it.
Why? Is it from your secret admirer? Not to worry. I know the meaning of discretion. And I hate to be a problem, but I do my best work in small groups. Chalk it up to performance anxiety.
Okay, head back to camp. I'll see you there. Marius, go back to camp. I won't be long. Make your way to our camp. I'll stop by when I'm ready to continue. We are with the performance anxiety. Where was the performance anxiety when you were shouting? Yeah, kind of.
That was not my finest hour. I was so angry. Mistakes were...
So we can only have 2 party members and we have to decide which one.
Scourge, I don't want there to be any mistakes.
Sure. I guess we send Marius back.
Sounds good. I need to do some hunting anyway.
Once we're all together, we should trade ghost stories. Best way to get acquainted. In the meantime, let's be off.
Sure. New companion Jetta uses animancy to understand the whole around her while science. Sure. Yeah, we have 4 points for her already. Jetta grants all allies a shield that provides temporary health for 20 seconds. So she's a support class. I'd rather have both of the other 2, to be honest. Jetta attacks heal all allies by a small amount. Jesus. That seems OP. Jetta increases the movement speed and attack speed of all allies for 15 seconds. Jetta grants all allies a shield. Jetta calls forth the wave of energy that heals allies by 25% of their maximum. Jesus. Healing granted to allies below 20% health. Allies by 50% of their maximum health. Yeah, let's go with that. Oh, right, we can choose. I forgot about that. We can choose which one we want to upgrade. Temporary health to allies that are already at maximum health. Revives incapacitated allies with when Chiata kills an enemy. I'm gonna go with the middle one. Overheal. With a range of interrupted and knocked back. Enemies with the range of purification. Oh, within the range of, yeah, whatever. Increase damage reduction of allies for 15 seconds. Guess we take the shield too. Increases the amount of temporary health granted by barrier. When barriers end, allies are healed. Portion of the amount of temporary health remaining. While barrier is active, Chiata cannot be hit and knocks melee attackers back. Bigger barrier sounds good. Okay. Not really sure about the speed bonus thing. Let's see. Teleporting back here. We want to go into a camp anyways. Because I have to talk to everyone. Because they might give us some skill points. If you talk to them again. Okay. While I'm here... Okay, you're standing right in front of the stash. That's a little bit annoying. Can I upgrade anything? I can upgrade the staff. Make it exceptional. With Awakened Adra. The question is... if I'm gonna keep using the staff, or if I find something better. And Awakened Adra is still pretty rare, so... same with this one. I'm definitely gonna keep using this. I think I'm gonna not upgrade it for now.
I made myself at home.
Don't mind at all. It's good to have you. Tell us a bit about yourself.
Okay, damn it. Everyone wants to talk to me. Jesus Christ. I guess we're talking with Giada first, the new one.
Thank you again for letting me join you. An Animancer never misses an opportunity to embrace the unknown.
Sure, whatever.
Still, being an Animancer feels different without Fior Messiverno. For the first time, I don't have to prove myself to anyone.
Okay. I think you're going to enjoy working with
It'll take
for
some
yourself.
getting used to, that's for sure. At least now I have a place I can call my own.
And I don't have much to offer aside from messy camp and an old bedroll. Okay. You're welcome to stay as long as you'll have us.
Good, because I have a lot of research to do. And this could take a while. Not to change the topic, but this little adventure of ours, will it be dangerous?
Probably. Probably, though not through any fault of ours. Any luck, nothing ventured, nothing gained. Let's go with the first one.
A little bit of trouble in moderation can be good for the soul. My mother and father taught me how to defend myself,
Sure.
among other things. When you need me...
I mean, you're the support class.
ready. I hope so, anyway.
Let's talk about Emerald Stairs. I want to ask about you. Goes first one.
You know me. Always ready with an answer.
Jesus Christ, there's so much to talk about. I'd like to learn more about Fioris Inferno. You must know some local gossip. Jesus Christ, why is there so much?
Ah, you want a story? Very well. Settle in. It all started about 50 years ago, in the great city of Spirento. A young nobleman by the name of Maxim Vidaro sought to inherit a distinguished government position.
Okay. The same Maxim Vidor whose body I found in the cave.
We'll get to that. A distant cousin cheated Maxim out of the title. He was devastated. His political future uncertain. No one lifted a finger to help. Not the banks, not the merchants, or the politicians.
Makes sense.
So, Maxim did what Valians do best.
Animancy.
Not exactly, but close. Maxim plotted his revenge. They say he prayed to Scan, the effigy.
Okay.
God of rebellion and defiance, to ask for a blessing. And Scan answered. Take their best and brightest, their heirs, their scholars, their futures, to the far side of the world, never to return. And
Okay.
Maxim did just that. He gathered a following and left the Valian republics, giving thanks to his dark god.
So he founded an animancy communion in the Living Lands.
We prefer to call it an intellectual haven of free thinkers, but it's true that most of us are animancers. Spirento was full of animancers, many of them in debt, and Maxim was a wealthy patron.
Sure.
They needed each other. So the animancers followed Maxim all the way out here, including my parents, Quilici, and others around town. At the time, this place was an animancer's dream. No oversight, limited government, and soil rich with essence. 40 years later, Maxim vanished. They say the effigy came to collect his soul. Of course, you and I know better. He died peacefully, content that what he made would outlast him. His son has been in charge ever since, for better or worse.
Okay. I suppose he's doing his best.
I have good reason to be critical, but I also know his life isn't as easy as it looks. He and I might squabble in public from time to time, but we're both just figuring it all out as we go. Thanks for listening. We should do this again.
Sure, whatever.
I love a good ghost story. Just not the dreams I have afterwards.
How was that a ghost story?
Probably a lesson or two in there.
One of these days you'll have to tell me an Adiran ghost story.
I guess because he's
You
dead.
learn a lot about people by what scares them.
You must know some local gossip.
Let me think. Quilici has a girlfriend, as cute as a button.
Jesus
And
Christ.
as smart as
Why
an
did I
archmage.
even ask?
That isn't a secret. I'm just happy for him.
Back to my other questions.
Of course. Anything in particular?
I wanted to ask about you.
What are you so curious about?
What? Oh, Jesus. What do you think of our travel companions?
Anyone in particular? I warn you, I'm not the best judge of first impressions.
What do you think about me?
We haven't been together long, but I think I have you figured out. In Paradise, you handed your killer to the steel garrote. Much like tossing meat to a pack of wolves. Fior Messiverno tolerates you well enough. No doubt thanks to my influence. Of course, all I know is what you've done. You may not think these choices reflect who you are. At the end of the day, you shouldn't care what anyone thinks. All that matters is how you see yourself.
Sure.
For what it's worth, you've got a nice group of oddballs here. I'm proud to be one of them.
Can we talk about what happened to your parents? Your surname is Castell. In connection to the Castel's Folly.
That little island off of Dawnshore? None that I know of. Ignato Castel led the Valian trading company in the Deadfire Archipelago. Among other things, he invested in the future of animancy, and apparently he had interests here.
Okay. No family connections then.
I hope not. I wouldn't want my family associated with speculation, corruption, and whatever. We have enough problems already.
Sure. What was what was Castella's Folly? Any idea what happened to him? Thanks.
Any time. Whether or not Castel succeeded, I don't think it's folly to dream.
Have you ever tried animancy yourself? How does the phantasm focus work?
Ah, a simple question with a very complicated answer. The device is attuned to the spiritual energy of the living lands, much like a compass to magnetic north.
Okay.
But essence is chaotic by nature. As you saw with your own eyes, imposing order on chaos is not without risk.
You're saying the living lands doesn't want to be controlled. Friends accepted that risk. Let's go with the first one.
Indeed. Don't get me wrong. This invention is a small miracle, but it isn't enough. The phantasmal focus was supposed to be the start of something grand. One lever of a device that exists only in theory.
Sure.
Perhaps it should remain that way.
Have you ever tried animancy on yourself? Talk about Eora stairs.
Now that you mention it, I did try and awaken my soul to become fully aware of my past lives. Every animancer tries and fails. It's practically a rite of passage.
Okay.
So, one evening, I crept into the workshop and cobbled an invention together from spare parts. Amateur work. Then I turned it on. Big mistake. The next thing I knew, it was morning. I was floating in the fountain, and my head was pounding like a drum.
You don't need animancy for that. Just rum and a crew on shore leave.
That answers a lot of questions, honestly.
Sometimes I wonder, what if it actually worked? What if all of this happened before, and I'm just reliving the events of a past life? I try not to think about it too much.
Can you talk about what happened to your parents?
You deserve to know, after what I put you through. My mother wanted to expand Fiora's agriculture. Feeding Emerald Stair wasn't ambitious enough. She wanted to feed the world.
Okay.
She thought she could break the wilderness, using animancy as the whip. Turn the living lands into a garden.
That sounds nice. Do you think that's even possible?
Anything's possible, but there are significant problems to overcome. After my father put the finishing touches on the phantasmal focus, she was impatient to get started. After all, whoever controls the spirit of the living lands has nature in the palm of their hand.
That's a lot of power for one animancer. Was just a prototype for a bigger plan.
Indeed, a world run by animancy. Emerald Stair was just the beginning to her. My father thought she was brilliant. Others thought she was mad.
I can see that.
She was a victim of her own ambition. She wanted so much, and there was so little time to achieve it. Theoretically, her plan should have worked. But the living lands had other ideas. When she used the phantasmal focus, theory collided with reality. Everything went wrong.
What do you think happened? Thanks for telling me. Sure, it wasn't easy.
Don't worry. I've lived with it for a while now. I thought my family's research could help Emerald Stair. That it could banish the Dream Scourge from our lands. Of course, Vidaro wouldn't even give me a chance. He was afraid of history repeating itself. Still, I'm hopeful. This legacy of mine could change animancy as we know it. And something tells me I'm close to a breakthrough.
Sure.
Closer than my mother ever got.
That what you want?
Good question. The idea of finishing my parents' work gives me a warm feeling. But do I want it? I know I've got one lifetime, and I want to do something with it.
I thought you had many lifetimes, both ahead of us and behind us.
Very good. You know your metaphysics. This is the one life where I am Giada Castel, Animancer extraordinaire. In the next life, I could be an idiotic tree.
Nice.
I have an obligation to
Why an idiotic tree, though?
No
Why couldn't you just be a normal tree?
Maybe.
Why does it? Why do you have to be an idiotic
Maybe
tree?
first.
Jesus Christ, lady. So about Emerald Stairs. If I don't talk to her about the Emerald Stairs, she will still have the thing over her head, so I might as well get this out of the way. Well, never mind, that's enough.
If I must.
Yeah, she still has the thing because I didn't finish. I hate this.
I can't believe it. Shame we had to kill her. But at least now she can't hurt anyone else. The damage is contained. More or less.
And she was wrong about Fear, Mess, Inferno, about your people. We set an example, that's what matters. What would you have done? Goes first one.
I'm glad you think so. Still, it's a shame. Dorso gave up on the dream of Fior Messiverno. Blamed Animancers for the problems we tried to solve. And I hate to see anyone lose hope. That's all for now. Let me know if there's anything else.
Talk about MSS, I want to...
Until next time. I'm
Yeah.
starving.
God, I don't know if there's something important she has to say or not.
When you consider how many Orlans and dwarves there are, it's outrageous that we
Okay,
build
she
so
says something
high off the
different every
ground.
day. I need to actually check the conversations. I know the Imperial Archives have some of the tallest bookshelves in... Sure, whatever.
What a pain. Don't let her size fool you. On the inside, Yatsley stands as tall as a mountain. One of these days, she's going to change the world. Shake things up.
Sure, whatever.
And I'll be at her side, grinning like a fool. Anyway, thanks again.
So if I go out and talk to her again... Ah, I see. It's not actually all the conversations, it's just the initial conversations. So you need to re-talk to them every single time. Okay, that's gone to information.
Envoy? Hard to imagine what Giada's going through right now, with her parents and all that. I mean, I have no idea.
They could have just chained all of those conversations together.
She lost her people. She'll need time to get past that. And she deserves it. Right, changing the subject?
Sure. Talk more about you. I'd love to get your thoughts on our companions. Talk about them on the stairs. Nope.
Pleasant dreams.
Okay. I have to talk to him again. That's kind of stupid. They should have just chained the conversation together.
Well, that was interesting, right? The woman arguing about the crops failing? Standing up for what you believe against authority. I can respect that. Of course, my method would have been run away under the cover of night, never to return, but yeah, this works for her.
Sure, whatever. She's right. They are trying to ignore an obvious threat. They cannot call off the harvest on the opinions of a single person. Well, I mean, that's probably true. You don't think you'd stand up for what you believe? I mean, this is kind of true.
Is tainted food better than no food? They can survive without the harvest. They just have to work harder. Anyway, there's clearly more going on here than a bunch of animals.
I mean, they need to be careful about what they are harvesting, but still.
Beyond that,
calling off the whole harvest seems a little bit extreme.
Call me when you're back to facing real danger. Right, changing the subject.
Okay. He's still not done.
So, anime.
Here's another initial conversation.
Envoy?
Okay, there's something on your mind. I guess not. Do I actually have to talk to him about something? But what though?
Right. I'm sure you'll find it absolutely gripping. Go
I guess
ahead.
this one?
I'll tell you whatever you want to know.
Sure. Tell me about Giada.
Giada's a mystery to me. Animancers give me the freakus, and for good reason. Most of them would just as soon turn your soul into jewelry as look at you. Giada seems different.
Okay, sure, whatever.
She's smart, thoughtful.
I mean,
She's got a spine too.
we've barely known her for like
extra help out here.
half an hour.
She doesn't. So, yeah, I don't understand her, but I guess I don't have to, really.
Let's talk about Emerald Stairs. Talk more about you. I guess so.
Oh, good. Let's have it.
Okay, there's literally nothing I can talk about you.
What do you need?
Companions again? Now it's an option again.
Right. I'm sure you'll find it absolutely... Go ahead.
Okay, I guess we get Kai out of the way too.
As you know, Kai and I have worked together in the past. It's a blessed miracle he never got me killed. Honestly, he's a good guy. A bit too quick to ask questions for my taste, but... Kai's good enough. Tell him I said that I'll cut a hole in your water skins.
Sure. Are we done?
Until next time.
Dude, he still wants something. What do you want?
Envoy?
We just did this.
Go ahead. Right. Oh, good.
There's nothing we can talk about him.
What do you need?
I guess Emerald Stairs
Ask
then?
away.
Tell me more about the Emerald Stairs. Heard anything interesting out there? Do you have any tips for survival in the Emerald Stairs?
Let's see. Less urgency for shelter here. You can find shrubs to block the wind or tree cover to protect from rain. There's also plenty of food around too, if you know where to look.
Sure.
Rule of thumb, if it's red, don't eat it. Or if it makes you itch. There's also just about any kind
I mean,
of
if
game
it
you
makes
can
me
eat.
itch, I've already
Just
eaten
make
it
sure whatever
probably.
you catch doesn't have mushrooms growing out of its face. Oh,
I guess
be
if you
careful
touch
when
certain
leave
things, they make you
woods.
itch.
You never know when that deer you killed was some Delimgon's favorite pet.
Tell me more about the Emerald Stairs. Had anything interesting?
There is something big in the southeast of the region. Most hunters say to stay away from there.
Sure.
I'll be honest, it has changed a lot since I was last here, which wasn't that long ago. It's always been thick forests and crawling vines, but now it's like the forest has had enough and is ready to wipe us all out. That said, at least it's fertile. And you can still eat most of the vegetation here, though I wouldn't touch the mushrooms.
Sure.
Especially the ones that move around on their own.
Yeah, I can see that.
Right, changing the subject,
Okay, are we finally done?
if I must.
Dude, how does he still have something to say, but he's... If I talk to him, there's nothing.
It's getting late. I
That's-
should be asleep by now.
That's a little bit
Hey
annoying.
there. Something on your mind?
Nah, there's something on your mind. Are you okay? Meeting... I don't know, seemed to shake you up.
It just took me back.
Sure.
Something about her reminded me of old times. War stories.
The way she changed. The way she changed you, you mean? The way she changed you mean? Whatever. She wasn't herself anymore.
I've seen shades of that before. The meek trooper who develops a taste for killing. Now, the part that stuck with me was what she said about watching her partner turn. Seeing someone you know, someone close to you, beyond help like that.
Do you want to talk about this?
I just want to know. You were blunt when you told her about Adelaro. Why?
She was beyond understanding. I doubt she really hurt me. She deserved the truth. It's what I would want.
Yeah, she did. And even in the state she was in, she handled it. Better than most. Sorry. I need a moment to clear my head.
Sure. Still has a thing over his head.
I hope you're ready to sleep with one eye open, because I doubt Ludwig sleeps at all.
Okay. Sure.
And after the send-off you gave the Steel Garrote squad in that cave, she'll have it out for you.
I mean, that's true. Steel Garrote is a liability. Left unchecked, they'll turn the island against the deer. That's true.
They aren't interested in building alliances, that's for sure. They're barely willing to cooperate with Hilgard. Normally, I'm not big on turning on your own, but the Steel Garrote take their beliefs too far. I'm glad you didn't let them do it here.
The Steel Garrote aren't my own. They aren't even in my chain of command. Thanks, Kai. I did what needed doing, that's all. Guess I'm going with that.
I can see why your Emperor sent you. Your kind of clarity is rare. To know in the moment what you've got to do and do it.
Is it though?
And be that.
You just gotta trust yourself and follow your guts.
Yeah, but mine only leads to pie.
Nice.
Just be on the lookout. The Steel Garrote isn't.
What kind of pie, though? That's the important part. Seeing Captain Elfir in your mess Inferno is unexpected.
And troubling. What was it she said? The Steel Garrote will ensure the safety of Adiran interests?
From what I've seen, the Steel Garrote will do more harm than good to Adiran interests.
They aren't going to make you any friends, that's for sure.
That Adiran spy mentioned a Steel Garrote operation, too.
Yeah, he did. Stay sharp. A storm's brewing. And better if we can find it before it finds us.
I've been to the Emerald Stairs before.
It's been years. It was always green and overgrown, but I don't remember it being quite this...
Aggressive? Threatening? Lush? Threatening?
Exactly. Something about Emerald Stair has always been unsettling. Everything in the Living Lands grows wild, but it's different here.
Okay.
Those giant roots, whatever they are, I don't remember them being quite as big or close to the settlement.
It's as if the Living Lands... It's as if the lands is pushing back, like it doesn't want us here. It feels like they are reaching out to connect. Related to the Animance's work. I mean, probably the first one.
Well, there's a thought to keep me up at night.
Oh, the Living Lands definitely hates us. That's why people like me even get work.
I don't like reading that much into things. Maybe that's why I'm still a bachelor.
Jesus
Is
Christ.
that what it is? That wasn't even on my list.
Either way, when I wake up with night terrors, I'm waking you both up with me.
Sure, whatever. What do you know about Animancy?
Not a whole lot, and I've been happy keeping it that way. Playing around with essence, poking at souls, trying to move them out of and into places they shouldn't be. Oh, it makes me queasy. Though, if we're going to understand the Dream Scourge and your godlike lineage, I suppose we'll have to get comfortable with it.
Yeah, makes sense.
Exactly.
Damn
Other
it.
people. People who are a safe distance away. No offense.
You have your point of view, and I have mine.
I didn't realize... Okay, Jesus Christ, what is that? Rorataeans, Jesus Christ. Jesus Christ. Rorataeans had a problem with Animances. Right, that's just a race, isn't it? You haven't heard that word in a while. I've never understood the... let's go with the first one.
Not the same way Adirans do. We've got no laws against it. I've just always felt more comfortable with things I can see and grasp for myself.
Me too. I don't mind a little mystery. I don't mind a little
Then I guess
mystery.
it's better that you're the one with a connection to something in the beyond.
I've got questions about you. That's all.
I'll be here if you need me.
Okay, we actually have to ask him questions about himself.
I still can't believe it.
Or maybe not.
Orso was betraying her brothers in arms, all in the name of saving Emerald Stair. At least she got what was coming to her.
Yeah, tell me about it. That's surprising coming from you. Aren't you all for giving people the benefit of the doubt? What she did was unforgivable. She couldn't get away with it.
I agree. It's just sobering to think she got to the point where murdering her own felt right.
Yeah, that's
How do you keep yourself on the right path?
kind of nuts.
Especially when there's so much at stake.
You have to have some lines you never ever cross. There's no easy way. There's no easy answer. You have to make the best decisions you can in the moment. I mean, both of these are true. There should be lines you should never cross. But you always have to make the right decision for the moment that you're in. I'm gonna go with the second one.
I was afraid you'd say something like that. Just please be careful.
Hey, what's this about? Come on, let's talk about something else interested. What do you need to dwell on this? Let's turn in. What's
I
this
saw
about?
this in Rauatai's campaign in the Deadfire. You start out with purpose. You're fighting alongside your brothers and sisters, battling pirates and slavers, bringing civilization to a lawless, divided land. But then, you're breaking up villages, turning tribes against their rivals. It gets messy, fast.
I can see that. What are you trying to say? That's Warkai. This is different. That fire was the Huans. Was the Huanas for centuries. The Living Lands hasn't belonged to anyone. People since the Godless. I get it. I won't let my duties compromise me. I mean, yeah, that's true.
Easier said than done. Empires are hungry, Envoy, and they devour their own too. Don't let your allegiances turn you into something you can't live with.
I've got questions about you.
So did my commanding officers.
Jesus Christ, there's so much to say about second chances. What did you do before? Usually from... Didn't we ask him this already? I'd like to get your thoughts on the other companions. Other questions about the inner stairs. Nah, there's no way, right? Dude, there's no way we have to ask him all of that.
You know, I've heard dueling is popular in the Valiant Republics.
Sure.
You wouldn't think a public argument could feel as brutal, but I'll be damned if Giada didn't draw blood.
What can I say? I do my best work under pressure.
Believe me, I meant that as a compliment.
She had to make her point. Vidoro was being unreasonable. It was excessive. Loud public confrontations rarely win people over. I'm surprised no one else backed her up. I mean, he had a point of his own. I'm gonna go with second one.
The time for subtlety had passed. Believe me, I tried.
Living Landers can be contrarian and combative, That's what sends a lot of us here in the first place. But it's still hard to swim against the tide with your own people, especially when it means getting them to face a hard truth.
Okay. I remember that attitude well from my academy days.
You seem to have turned out okay. You and Giada, come to think of it. She knows who she is and what she believes. She's got more clarity and conviction than I had at her age.
She has more clarity than you have now.
Nice.
Hey, I am a willing victim of my own delusions.
I get it. Losing home is hard, especially when home doesn't love you back. Sometimes you have to cut ties. A home that compromises you isn't worth returning to. No community is perfect, but I wouldn't be so quick to abandon mine. I mean, that's not wrong. But that implies also that she just left her community behind for nothing. I guess I'm gonna go with the second one.
Can we just talk about something else?
Sure.
Hey, don't worry. We're talking about Giada's situation.
Right. Like, what did you think I was talking about?
Anyway, this probably isn't how you wanted to start a new adventure, but we're glad to have you with us.
Thank you, Kai. The circumstances could be better, but it helps to be among friends.
Sure.
Anytime.
Can we talk about something else for a moment? Agreed. Let's get some rest. Okay. Okay, we are done with Kai. So why are you the only one that I can't get that stupid thing rid of? It seems to be only the initial conversations, but he's not doing any. Which is confusing as heck.
Thanks for talking.
Let me think.
I guess I'm just gonna rest, whatever.
Does the word...
Let's leave him behind. Party management. Select 2 companions to join as your adventure. Okay, sure, whatever. Okay. Well, I mean, we need her for the... Oh, I see. The ones that are up top are the ones that are not selected. I see. We need her for the continuation of the story, right?
Did they not glow in the light? Her parents, her sentinels. To grow and flourish still, life without rot, form without death.
You call that life? Doubt Giada thinks her parents are still alive in any way that matters to her. You and I have different ideas of beauty. Thought they were monsters. I mean, they weren't. Let's go with the first one. They weren't monstrous.
Prune the bellflowers. Why should anything wilt? Endless spring. They breathe. They flower. They will never fade.
Okay. Why do you care so much? Somehow I don't think they agreed to this. Do you think there's a way to turn them back into people? That's a good question.
Apple into seed. We think not. They have blossomed now.
Aw.
They sing in peace. Was it not worth the change?
No. You cannot decide for others. They should always have a choice. You're right. They have a new form now. And that's better than nothing. Oh, I mean, everyone should have a choice, so...
Do we not?
How they go out.
The bear would have spent its days in the wood. They are strong now, vibrant, better than their frail shells.
I suppose they live on in some form. You disgust me. Just let him sleep. Jesus. Dude, the difference between those two.
More than alive. No suffering. No end. Sleep now.
Sure.
Dream of beauty and new life.
Dude, we had to do so much conversation today.
Soon.
Jesus. I'm kind of burned out on conversations now. For a while. Okay, I hope there's a dungeon in there. There should be a dungeon. As far as we know. We've been here a couple of times. But we should have access now to the back rooms.
Some equipment by the Adra pillar. Well, here we are on the precipice of discovery. Armed and ready for mischief.
I'm 2 out of 3 anyway.
Before we get started, indulge me. What are you excited to learn about?
The Dream Scourge and how to stop it. Anything I can about the entity threatening tethered to my soul. No, the Dream Scourge.
We're on the same page. Now, I'm going to tap into the pillar's dormant energy and give it a good shake.
Sure, do that.
In layman's terms, I'm chumming the water and daring the Dream Scourge
Do it.
to show its ugly face.
I'm ready.
This is no time for hesitation. All right. Drawing on the energy of the phantasmal focus, I'll start with a low-frequency ethereal vibration.
Sure.
I've got nothing. You?
Like I could go for some pie.
Nice.
Shit.
He really likes his
Adjusting
pie.
the frequency. The focus is warming up. I hope that's a good sign. Let me know if you feel something. Who knows how your godlike nature will react to this.
Sure.
Brace yourself. We're going to pin this bastard down.
Are you sure about this?
Don't worry, I'm a professional. Now, here goes nothing.
Souls in a circle. A whirlpool. We twine. We twine.
Hey, I think I got something. The focus twitched.
There we go.
Is that a door?
Found the back rooms.
Not the result I was looking for, but a result nonetheless.
Whatever you did, it worked.
Don't be so sure about that. Remember, I'm an animancer, not a locksmith. Right before the door opened, I detected something in the Adra. It was right. The Dream Scourge has a point of origin. We can study the affliction from here, but I don't know that we can stop it.
So we find the source. Cut it off at the root.
My thoughts exactly. If we want to stop the Dream Scourge, we still need to learn more about the source of the affliction.
Sure.
I hate to say it, but we'll get better results at the base of the pillar, where the energies are more potent.
You want to go down to the secret, down the secret entrance?
Naturally. After you.
Sure.
But we gotta see what's down there now.
Gods! Did you open that door?
Yes. What's it to you?
I've been praying here for ages. And in all that time, I've never found a way down to the lower levels. Not one. You're going down there, aren't you?
That's the plan. Any advice?
I tell the acolytes to walk softly for a reason. Something is alive down there. Or if not alive...
Not for long. I appreciate it. I'll be careful.
Careful we'll be staying on this side of the door. Don't be careful. Be ready. If you don't return, I'll tell the others what happened.
Yeah.
I feel better about this
I'll be
already.
back. Dungeon time, let's go!
I did not bring us here to explore. Clearly, something wants to be found.
Does this feel like the start of a cautionary campfire tale to anyone else?
I wonder, did you open the door? Or did the door open for you?
Good question. Nice. Oh, okay. There we go. That should have been all right. Yeah, I think so. Be ready.
Incredible. These ruins are untouched. We are the first to disturb them. When was the last time anyone walked these passages? It must have been centuries. No, millennia. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. We'll talk more once we reach the bottom.
Okay, the other side is forward, so this is the side area. There's something below. Nothing. Ooh, 3 lockpicks. Ooh. That's the last shrine token we needed.
That looks like a piece of the thing you were fiddling with at camp.
Nice. So it was right here. Jesus. Grab all the upgrade material. Wait. Thought I heard another chest or something. Did I? Guess not. What the fuck? Was I screaming? I guess maybe. Let's go. Okay, it's a 1 skull. 1 skull mushroom. Big boy mushroom. Should be fine. Yeah, it's fine. There we go.
Good shooting, Kai.
Oh, I got poisoned instantly. Jesus. That bastard got me poisoned. Need another enemy to heal off. Oh. Damn. Oh, I wonder if I have enough range. I do. Corrosive water. Dude, that's way too far.
Knife that pierces in the dark.
Whatever this is, at least it's dead. 2 points for the godless.
What are you talking about? How am I supposed to make this? Without like killing myself. There's always a way. I could freeze the ground, obviously. But still. Actually, I don't have an ice spell on this grimoire. Need to change grimoires. I see another safe spot over there.
Watch your head. There's a trap right above it.
What are you talking about? Trap? This?
You take lead.
The heck? Ooh, a skeleton. Multiple skeletons, meaning I can't heal off of those. Oh shit. Damn, you came out of nowhere. Oh, there's a big guy. Oh, right. He has healing magic and shit. That's not distracting at all. Oh, I see. Okay, summons other skeletons. Good night. Okay, need some alive enemies. I wanna heal. Don't wanna waste one of my potions.
Life into death. To think it survived all these years.
It's surprisingly colorful. Not sure what I expected.
We've seen godless architecture before, but I've never seen godless art until now. Just imagine how much has
there
been
it is.
lost. We should keep going. I don't mean to slow us down.
Okay. Wait, this door is still closed. Can we just open this? We can.
I would not go swimming if I were you, unless you wish to meet your maker. There must be a way across. If not underwater, perhaps over it, with the help of some ice.
Oh, I see. Electrified. There's a thing up top. Oh, never mind. Ah, I see. That's dropping the electric spikes. Which electrifies the water. How much time is there between the spikes and the electricity going away? I wonder if it's still electrified and the effect is just gone. Nice. Ah. Chest. Don't mind if I do. Okay, why is there a little wall? Okay, never mind. Oh, shit. Ah, it pushed me off. Okay, never mind, we made it. Okay, that should have turned off the electricity, right? It did. Ah, another chest. See what we got. Some more materials. Nothing crazy.
Got eyes on something?
Seems suspicious.
What in the name of Eora is that?
Seems like a good room to drop some enemies on us.
It's sleeping.
I've never seen anything like it before.
Or a
Don't
big
believe
enemy.
It's a statue. No, this was alive once. And the people who lived here were terrified of it.
Ooh, one-handed melee weapon, unique. Giant slumber.
Never a dull moment with you, enjoy.
Not sure if I can. Nope. I cannot. Wait, what? Okay, it did die. I'm stuck. Ow. Shit. Ah, fuck. Okay. Got my revive though. Dude, how did I miss that? Got the archer. Dude, get away. Dude, this guy has so much HP, Jesus. Can you not? Damn it. Get out of my life. Oh, fuck. Dude, fuck me. Get off of me, my dude. There we go. Dude! The random ass archer in the background. Okay. I guess I can drop some heals. I was hoping we fight something that's alive so I can siphon off some HP, but all the enemies are in here are undead. So that sucks. I got this one already, hopefully. Yeah, because this is gone. Okay, it's safe right here. Dude, it's safe so far back. Sometimes it saves idiotically far back. I don't know why.
Just like the good old days.
At least we know our parkour now. Why would you do this now? Why would you overheal me now? Oh, because she's taking damage.
Watch your head. There's a trap right there.
Ah, I see the trap now. Kill the priest first. Kill the summoner next. Jesus. Someone's coming from behind. But since we killed the summoner so quickly. Fuck. Forgot about this guy. Skeleton in the golden armor. Oh, I missed my shot there. There we go. Wait, is there another one alive?
I was worried for a second.
No.
Beautiful. Life into death. You can survive all these years.
It's surprisingly colorful. Not sure what I expected.
We've seen godless architecture before. I've never seen godless art until now. Just imagine how much has been lost. We
Okay,
should keep moving.
sure.
I don't mean to slow us down.
Let's move on then. Alright, we still have to do this whole section.
If you wish to meet your maker, there must be a way across. If not underwater, perhaps over it, with the help of some ice.
There we go. I'm gonna tape after this. Just so that it doesn't reset us this far again. Yeah, it drops you right here every single time. Okay, let me save right here. I'm curious if there's any like hidden room or something. There actually is something down here. Good thing that I checked. Ah. Mushroom enemies. A lot of them.
We've got company.
A skull one.
Don't seek
Nice. That was easy enough. So where are we now? We're in a completely different way now. Okay. There we go. That allows us to go up here, and then we go around. To get up top. Uh-huh. Yeah, good thing that I came back. Got myself a golden chest. A unique ring. The pack mule burden. Well, that probably increases your carry capacity. Yes, it does. 10% damage against enemies with full health. And then chance to avoid melee damage. Guess I'd rather keep this one. The carry capacity isn't really necessary though. 25 carry capacity is nice though. I guess we can switch to that if it's needed. The pack mule ring. Probably take damage right here. Yeah. Just a little though. There wasn't another... Wait, is there a door up there? I think there might have been a door up there. No, I'm paranoid. Let me check. Let me check real quick. Nah, the door is actually closed. Well, to avoid damage, let's drop into the water. Okay, so you actually have to go all the way back by diving. That kind of sucks. All the way back. There we go. Okay. Now we can. I should probably save again. Don't want to have to do all of that again. Now then. Right, this was the annoying room.
Eora is that?
You think it?
We're going to die then. Well, have a good run.
What the fuck are you? Oh, you got summoned. Shouldn't waste my time. By the way, I can summon one too. Those stupid archers are so annoying. Dude, get away from me! Dude, fuck off, man! You're annoying as fuck! Why are there so many of you? Dude, what's your fucking damage? One of those idiots again. Fucking Skelly Knight. Dude, fuck off. Jesus. Thank goodness that I had my revive still active. Jesus. Didn't even get interrupted. So we actually have to kill this one. Double skulls, huh? Get out of my face. And then it turns into 3 non-skulls. Jesus. That one was a room and a half. Okay. Dude. Ah. Alright, that's still a bug. Where it displays the pickups light in a different location. Okay, well. That was a pretty harsh room. Ah.
Watch your step.
Okay, guy,
Feels like
literally,
this
I
place
want
was hidden for a
this.
reason.
What the fuck is going on over there? Jesus, what am I even looking at? Okay, give me a sec. There we go. Yeah, what am I even looking at? Okay, I see Excel Rep, a mushroom dude, and a tree guy. Okay. Only the mushroom dude is 2 skull.
They're having fun.
Oh, there are more.
Make an entrance.
How did they even get down here? Clever things must have their... Looks like quite a party.
Kill this one first then. I guess not.
Nicely done.
Seek.
Oh, they buffed their allies. Haha. They can't exit the room. At least not much. We want to use that to my advantage. They have a healer though. Are you the healer? Jesus! Dude, I'm stuck on nothing. Die. Well, the healer came to me. That's good. Oh no, never mind. There's the healer. Give me my HP back. Okay.
If there are any monsters left, show yourselves. Some of us have work to do.
Ooh, some eggs.
That means the
Little
coast
bit
is
of
clear.
cheese.
Let's have a look at the Adra pillar.
Never heard anybody. Ooh, nice. Some awakened Adra.
Come, hear us through the Adra.
That's a big piece of Adra. Free to open this door. I guess we go to the Adra first.
Fine.
We've backed the Dream Scourge into a corner. I say we pin it down here and now, before it wriggles away from us.
Sure. What about all the Animancy gear we left behind?
The equipment was compensating for a poor connection to the Beyond. Here, we won't have that problem.
Okay.
The last time we tried this, you felt something, yes?
Yes.
Maybe it had to do with your godlike nature.
Yeah, it
Try
was.
making contact with the Adra this time. It could only help.
It was more the
That should be
voice that
stronger
has
than
been
before.
talking to us.
Brace yourself.
Okay. Tentacle time. Let's go. Okay, that's new.
You who bring us kind words and soothing thoughts, we welcome you.
Okay.
Mourners are gone now. Only the memories remain.
What are you? Who are you? I'm really losing my mind. That sounds lonely. Will you share these memories with me? Who are you?
We once belonged to the green and the wild. A people lived there once. They loved us as we loved them.
Okay.
They brought their dead to us. We used to dip our fingers, wade in the confluence of souls.
If that were true, you'd have to be as powerful as a god. That's how you brought me back from the dead, isn't it?
We are the heart in the soil, the lungs. We dream, the land stirs. We become.
Okay.
They brought their prayers to us. We answered.
So did you bring the Dream Scourge too? Probably not, right? A new god. How did you come to be? If you're a god, why has no one heard of you? Lies and trickery. Everyone knows the gods of Eora. You're not one of them. A new god.
We do not remember how we grew. Our eyes opened. We were the earth, the sky, many into a whole. We touched the mountains and they molded to our fingerprints.
Okay.
The Akita twined around us. They sang in awe of what we made. They called us the gardener, steward of life. Sabadal.
Sabadal, huh? In all my studies, I've never encountered your name. All these years, I've wondered whose godlike I am. I'm your godlike. That makes you the god of the dead people. And my deity. And what aren't you telling me? This one isn't bad, actually. To meet you. I'm gonna go with this one.
We offer you connection, root to branch, and you return to us with suspicion.
Wait, what?
Our spark found you when you dreamed in the womb. Godlike, they said. But we have felt in you the seed of connection.
I mean, he's...
We have sought you, called to you. And you reach back. We have not known the joy of companionship in so long.
And now I need your help. I have to stop the Dream Scourge. This is about freeing you from your prison, isn't it? That's why you've reached out. Gonna go with the first one.
The rod.
Maybe my answer before was a little bit too aggressive.
Our hands are bound.
But there's definitely
Find
something.
Us, free us. The rot that festers seeks into us as well.
Yeah, okay.
Our cage is far from here, buried in the garden, beyond the poison sea.
Poison sea? I'll find you, I promise. I won't let you suffer alone. The garden? A poison sea? You've got to give me more to go on than that. I guess comforting wouldn't be bad. Let's go with the first one.
Your words are comfort indeed. Go to the halls of the Tabaru Sinakis. We will try to explain.
Okay, sure.
Those who cherish us, the chosen of the Akida, wait there. They will show you the way to the garden, to our prison.
And then you'll help me end the Dream Scourge. I don't like this, but I don't have much choice.
We will cleanse this rot with you once our hands are unbound. Find us in the garden. We twine, we await.
I'm not quite trusting
First, let us offer you a sliver
Sabadal.
of power, a boon to help you survive.
But
and find us. Will you
we need his help to get rid of the Dream Scourge, definitely. Accept Sabadal's power. Very well. Grant me your power. Reject. Wait, we can actually reject it. Keep your gift. I'll do this my way. A sliver of your power is a sliver of your soul. Your gift makes me a little more you. Jesus. Is that too aggressive, or is that like bad in some way? Not really, right? Kind of like this one. I'm gonna go with that.
A mere drop in a lake, a drop of our blood, our sap, given to nourish you. We would never harm you, seed of our soul. We could not, even if we wished such cruelty.
Okay.
Your will remains yours.
Accept.
Take it with our blessing. Now hurry to the halls of the Tabaru.
Might as well accept. I always can use some more power.
Free us.
Get a new godlike ability. Godlike ability. Thorn of Spadal. Fires a thorn of energy that passes through multiple enemies, causing damage and impact. And moderately rooting them in place. Oh, that's pretty good. Another range spell.
You're awake. Finally. We really pushed the phantasmal focus to its limits.
You were out a long time.
Okay.
We gotta start bringing pillows.
Yeah, that seems
For
like a good
second
idea.
there, I thought... Actually, never mind what I thought.
You thought I was dead, didn't you? Oh, my head. How long was I out? Let's go with that.
Most of a day. Better drink some water. You, lost some fluids.
Great. I could have lived without that information.
While you were out, I got some clear readings of the Dream Scourge. I've tracked its origin to the center of the living lands. Somewhere deep in the untouched wilderness.
The garden. They called it the garden.
You've heard of it. Fascinating. Maybe someone knows about this garden of yours. If we find the garden, we can cut off the Dream Scourge at its source. I hesitate to bring it up, but you were muttering while you were out. Had quite a lot to say. Whatever you were communing with, it had a spiritual energy I've encountered before, though only in traces. It must be connected to the Dream Scourge. Perhaps they share a similar origin.
The name is Sabadal.
Yes, Sabadal. Who are they? What are they to you?
Sabadal is the god of the living lands. Apparently, I'm Sabadal's contact. Let's go with that first one.
I'm sorry? Sabadal is a god? But that's impossible. How could we have missed this?
They didn't reach out to me until I set foot in the living lands. I believe they are trapped in the garden for some reason.
A trapped god. Trapped. And you spoke to them through the Adra. Maybe that tells us something.
A watcher told me the Adra in the living lands is different. You think Sabadal is trapped inside the Adra? Care to share with the rest of us? Let's go with the first one.
Not the Adra itself, but how it comes together. We've long theorized that all Adra is connected, but that changed when Animancers came to the living lands. The Adra here is severed from the rest of Eora.
Okay.
Connected only to itself, or so we believe. If Sabadal speaks and works through Adra, then the living lands is their prison, their tomb.
Sabadal wants to free them. I'm glad it makes sense to you, because I'm lost. There must be a connection between Sabadal and the Dream Scourge. Wants me to free them.
Now that is a tall order. We know the Dream Scourge is coming from this garden of yours. Maybe Sabadal can help us fight it.
I wouldn't turn down help. We don't even know if Sabadal can be trusted. Let's go with the first one.
Intervention couldn't hurt. The real question is, where do I start?
Let's give him the benefit of the doubt for now. I need to find the halls of the Tibaru Sanakis.
Doesn't ring a bell, but maybe someone's heard of it before.
Sure.
We'll find the source of the Dream Scourge in the garden, but we have to find the garden first.
Then that's where we start.
Let's return to Fior Messiverno. Banished or not, maybe I can squeeze a few answers out of my colleagues.
What does this mean for Emerald Stairs? After everything we've learned, maybe the governor will invite you back.
Gods, I don't know. The farms, the community, my research, they all depend on animancy. But the Dream Scourge is the end of animancy, the end of the living lands as we know it. We should leave this place and its memories. There's nothing more for us here.
Finding a secret entrance and discovering a new god. Not bad for a day's work.
Wait.
Wait, what?
We smell the musk of war. We hear the clash of steel.
Uh-oh. Are we under attack? Is this happening now, or is it in a memory? Are we under attack?
No. In the distance. They fade now. Was it a dream?
I lost you for a second there. Something the matter?
I have a bad feeling. Need to get back to Fiormis fast. Sabadal had a premonition. I'm not sure what it meant. I don't know. But it kicked me to the... let's go first one.
Oh no. Let's go. You take the lead.
Come on. There's a way up those stairs.
Sure. That's a lot of XP, Jesus. Ah, these stairs opened up. I have to go this way first, though. Through these doors. Ah, nice. Okay, let's finish up in here. Before we head out. Okay, that's one of them. But where are the other three? Okay. Found two, but where's the last one? There it is. Ah, that's what I heard through the gap. What's this chest? Nice, some awakened Adra. Let's go. We'd like to see that. We'd like to see that. Okay, let's go.
There is such a thing as learning too much. The mortal mind can only take so many revelations at a time. What we discovered here, it changes
The heck?
everything.
A hidden god in the
Jesus, I found Jesus. What the fuck why is this here? I found Jesus in the wall. That's a weird little thing. Okay, whatever. No shit.
Oh my god. No!
Andra's depths. This was no accident.
Yeah. I expected something like this. I expected something like that.
What happened? Who did this? The city's under attack.
I have my suspicion.
Come, there isn't a moment to waste.
Let's go. Could this be the work of the Steel Garrote? Yeah, probably.
We won't learn anything standing here. I just hope Quilici is all right.
Something's burning. Doesn't look like the city, but let's make sure no one's hurt.
Okay. Since we are already way over time, I'm gonna call it here for today. Seems like a good spot to stop for the day. Then we can jump into the burning city next time around. There we go. Actually, let me quit out of the game, so just in case. As always, thank you everyone for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed today's stream. made quite a bit of progress again. A lot of talking today. Next time, hopefully, we get into the third area. Keep making our way through the game. We have to finish this. We want to jump into Oblivion as well. And the Expedition 33 or whatever. And Elden Ring is coming out at the end of next month too, so we have to a little bit hurry. Let's see. I will be back tomorrow. We will be jumping back into Yu-Gi-Oh! Master Duel and Monster Hunter Wilds tomorrow. Checking out the Spring Festival tomorrow. And other than that, I will be back on Monday for more South of Midnight. We might actually beat... I'm pretty sure that we are pretty much at the end of South of Midnight, so we might actually beat it on Monday. And we will be jumping back into the first Berserker Kazan. So do look forward to that. Other than that, hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your Saturday, wonderful rest of your weekend. Hope to see you guys in another stream soon. As always, stay awesome. Till next time. Bye!